You are watching Stories from the Top, B2B Sales Buzz with Baxavanis, and I am your host, Jennifer Baxavanis. Today's sales tip comes from Cecile Lamaure, who is Sales and Marketing Director of Integral Shopper. You might not know exactly who or what Integral Shopper is, but you will definitely know what they do. In the Middle East, we have a very strong price sensitivity, as well as everyone wanting to get a really good deal. Integral Shopper is the entity that designs intelligent promo solutions that drive shoppers' behaviors. So when you see some coupons or some extra 2-for-1 deals in your everyday supermarket, you can almost be guaranteed that those are being designed by Integral Shopper. They are the first of their kind in the Middle East. What I find to be remarkable about Integral Shopper is the way they are really sticking to their 5 core values. They use them to manage their own team and to also approach their customers. So please stay tuned for Cecile Lamaure's sales tip today. Hi, Cecile. It is great to see you again. Please introduce yourself and a little bit about Integral Shopper.
So we started 8 years ago with a non-existing solution on this market, which is the couponing. And since then, we developed also new and different solutions. So from trade marketing events to gamification and cashback solutions.
Okay. And what does Integral Shopper aspire to do actually in this market?
The big hack we have is to become the P, promotion P of the 4 Ps. So, in marketing, we have the 4 Ps, product, place, promotion, and price. So we want to become the promotion part for the brands and to be part of all promotion plan of the brands. So we do provide solutions for the brand to be able to increase their sellout, to increase their visibility in store, to increase shopper engagement through the different solutions as I just mentioned earlier. So yes, we are in between the brand and the retailers of partners, but my clients are also my partners, and I'll tell you why later. But our partners, so the retailers, they are opening the doors, our doors, so the supermarket doors, for us to be able to execute the campaigns. For example, the couponing solution, it's a key-in-hand solution for the brands, where they can just give me a brief, tell me I want to promote this brand in this retailer during this period, and we'll go from A to Z for them. We'll create the campaign, create the coupon, install the campaign, provide them with reports and analytics at the end of the campaign. And this is also why we do say that we create intelligent promo solution, is because it's a solution where you will be able to get analytics at the end. So if you have identified the objectives of the campaigns from the beginning, we'll be able to analyze this campaign and make sure it worked, as it was planned at the beginning and when we got the brief.
Great. So what would you like to share with my audience, the sales executives, a sales tip that has helped you and your company succeed in having these business relationships with partners as well as brands?
So sales tip, I would say, before building business relationship is to start building human relationship. I'll give you an example with one of our top clients. We started with them the discussion in 2010 when the company started. At this time, they wanted to do a campaign, which was complicated because the retailer was not open. We had no options to install coupon in stores. We didn't have the clearing solution, I would say, yet available. And the stores, they were not briefed on how, to use the coupons, how to send them back to Integral Shopper. But this brand was really keen on doing a first campaign. So we had some meetings, we discussed, we thought about how we can make it happen. We finally found the solution. So as I was saying, we are solutions provider. So we found a way to make it, which is we created the campaign, we installed it in the retailer network. We had limited time agreement set with the retailer. So we implemented the coupon, we implemented the campaign. We sent our team in the stores to be able to do the clearing because we are not allowed to bring the coupons outside. because, coupons are money, so they were not keen on sending it outside. And it was like 8 years ago. So the team was going in the stores to clear the coupons. So we made all of this happen. The campaign was a success. So this is what has helped us to build a strong relationship with this client. So the first invoice was in 2011. We made it happen, even if it was like really complicated. And since then, they became a number one client. We are still very active. And now we are even expanding regionally in Oman, Qatar, and Saudi. So for me, this is a success story, and it's built on the relationship we've been able to build, and also the, how we've been able to find a solution to make it happen.
I mean, it is, it's always phenomenal when you can have a client for 8 years, and because you're extending yourself over and beyond and over to help them. So that's a fantastic story. I've got that. I think before you mentioned to me that you had another sales tip about giving advice.
Yes. The most important here, because we are an agency, we provide solutions. We have the know-how, we have the expertise, and we have the knowledge of the environment and the FMCG environment. I have a background from the retailer and the brand side. I always put myself into the client's shoes. So before I meet with them, I need to know them by heart. So how is the organization built? Who are the team members? What are the products lines they have? What are the new products they are planning to launch? I'm looking even in France and Europe, what are the trends for this brand, and whatever is in Europe, like 1 year or 2 years before will come here. So I'm trying to anticipate what they are planning to do. I'm usually not wrong on this, but I'm doing my market research before. I'm knowing them by heart. Whenever I meet with them, I really sit as if I'm part of their team. So the advising is very important. Means, for example, I have another story to tell you. One of our clients, it's a chocolate brand, wanted to do an on-shelf campaign in a retailer network that we have. This retailer network has like 31 stores, which is big, but this brand was only available in like 10 stores. So at the beginning, they wanted to go with on-shelf couponing, which is a solution where we put POSM on the shelf. So you have visibility, you have 4 weeks to be exposed to the shoppers, etc. But you have to go in a big network, like 31, 32 stores. So for this brand, the investment was, I would say, a little high, given that the product was only in 10 stores. So we finally told them that it makes no sense to go with this full campaign execution, but better to go with a smaller campaign. So yes, maybe I was generating less sales, but it was something that was more like fitting with their objectives. And we recommended them to go with the on-pack coupon solution, which is a coupon that you will place on the product. So they were able to make it in a limited number of stores, only 10 stores. And they implemented it whenever they needed to implement it. So it was like very, I would say, costs. It was efficient in terms of cost for them. And in terms of return on investment, it was really successful. Now they are redoing campaigns. They are really happy. And they keep on doing on-pack stickers with us because it matches with their needs. So it's another example where they had an idea in mind, but then we've been able to explain to them that no, we have other solutions that might help you better to achieve your objectives. So being an advisor and not trying to sell only one solution, but more to listen to your clients and provide them with the solutions they really need.
Yeah, and I get that. As you first said, to anticipate their needs ahead of time, you have various solutions. But then going into that meeting and getting some verification and some further understanding, so whatever you anticipated in the past can just be refined. And it can be refined with interest and making sure that your client or the brand that you're working with is actually going to succeed. So moving from that one solution that maybe you had anticipated, and they did too, all the way to that on-pack solution, makes them trust you more, makes them want to work with you more, and helps them succeed, which is essentially all we want, right?
Yes, correct. And we've, because we worked on it together, we've made this sales guide also for the sales team, and we have a very clear process in terms of sales. Means the most important is the discovery part that we have with the clients. And this is essential to have a strong relationship with them.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, Cecile, thank you so much for your comments. And I appreciate it and hope you have a wonderful day. Thank you.
Same to you. Thank you, Jennifer. Bye-bye.
If anything that Cecile and I resonated with you today, please give us a thumbs up. Or if you'd like to receive more tips or more interviews that have to do with sales and sales methods, please subscribe to my YouTube channel.